A short story titled Kingdom. Two childhood friends, now in their young 20s, stroll through the kingdom together on a cool winter day, snowflakes gently falling upon their royal blue cloaks lined with thick gray rabbit fur. Princess Margareta holds hands affectionately with her lady-in-waiting Katrina. Margareta is pure, virginal, and strikingly beautiful. Her hair is dark black as the feathers of a raven, pale cream-colored skin and ruby red lips. Her gift is seeing the future, but she rarely speaks of what she sees. Katrina is warm-blooded and hot-tempered. She has fiery rosy cheeks, auburn hair, and intense blue eyes. She's often flirtatious, impulsive, and intuitive, in that she empathically feels what Margareta sees and gives words to the sensations and images. As they pass through the village and greet the townsfolk, their Prince Henry joins them amongst their stroll. He is tall, with broad shoulders, and never without a sword. His hair is brown and kept short. He is strong, handsome, passionate, and impetuous. He has a dazzling smile and oozes charisma and charm. While the three of them are walking about, they spy a couple who recently announced their engagement. Margareta and Katrina giggle. The couple thought that they had been dating in supposed secret, but Margareta had seen the nuptials months before the couple even met. Finally, their upcoming wedding became revealed, and so the ceremony plans were the talk of the town, a joyous celebration to look forward to. They were arranging for the wedding to be away from the main center of the town, something more remote. Lady Katrina remarks to her confidant, Princess Margareta, that if she were to be married, she'd want it to be in the garden on the main grounds, a most sacred and beautiful area. The prince steps over to Katrina, very closely, face to face, connecting his stare directly towards her as he looks into her eyes. Oh, would you now? Katrina's heart fluttered. But then Prince Henry leans in close to Princess Margareta, and without asking, he kisses her on the cheek. She gasps. He perceives encouragement. Katrina sees Margareta's immediate fear while she stands frozen as terrified stone. Henry kisses her virgin lips, and the life drains from her skin. Katrina looks on, scared, and sees Margareta as having a vision. Henry departs without a word, smiling, mistakenly feeling triumphant. Katrina asks Margareta, "What did you see?" Margareta clutches Katrina's hand in a tight, death-like grip and panics, and without a word, Katrina sees the vision. A tear crawls down both of their cheeks. In the vision, the lifelong friends see the prince become king. He appears older, but it is uncertain by how many years. The vision reveals he is to perish. Katrina searches the vision for clues. His length and color of his beard, his lines on his face, the ring on his hand, the cold winter season, the sounds of swords clashing, anything to reveal the actual cause of death. But the vision is not definitive enough to be certain of when his demise arrives, only that it will. Princess Margareta gazes and gasps toward Lady Katrina, tears on both her cheeks as she grips both of her hands. Katrina hears the sound of a baby laughing and then wailing. Margareta draws in a deep breath, and then she perishes, slumping dead to the ground. Katrina gathers her cherished friend into her arms and silently cries. The townsfolk nearest around them gasp and a commotion ensues. The prince, still nearby, notices the crowd gathering where he had departed from them. Henry rushes over and roughly parts the crowd to see Lady Katrina cradling the dead princess and silently crying. At the funeral pyre for the princess, days have passed and Lady Katrina hasn't spoken. The prince is in shock and confused by the uncomfortable and unexpected occurrence. Lady Katrina remains in solitude for months to follow. Eventually, the prince attempts to visit Lady Katrina and tries to cheer her up. Gradually, they spend more time together, and Katrina slowly attempts to walk amongst the townsfolk again rather than remain in solitude. Their friendship is comforting, but the prince is instructed to marry soon. Katrina's trepidation increases because she fears becoming too attached to another person that will die suddenly if the vision is to be trusted and cannot be thwarted. In a short time they do marry, and their union is a passionate, not merely a typical acquisition of land and fealty. Their bond is unusually genuine. Twin children are born, and Katrina still wonders about the vision as she watches her husband being crowned king. Katrina ponders back to the cold day she held her dying friends in her arms. The princess's words, "If you try to stop what is meant to happen, you may actually become the very catalyst you mean to prevent. All lives begin, and eventually they all end. Make the most of the time you have as it comes." For endless sleepless nights, after the death of the princess, Katrina had pored over the numerous ancient frail volumes in their library, desperately searching for some means to explain the vision, her friend's death, and the death to come. She obsessively spent hours reading through astronomy and alchemy, looking for ways to manipulate and change the course of history. Thousands of tears cascaded down her cheeks as she came to realize her last words were the bitterness inevitably to be accepted. Years passed. The time of the king's death eventually comes to pass as it had been seen, and Katrina ascends the throne as regent until their children were old enough to reign. The son was named after his father, and the daughter's name was Margareta.